Hi Aquarius, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be your July tarot reading. Let's jump right into it without further ado. Let's see what you guys can expect. I hope that you survived the eclipses, the ones that happened in June. There is another one happening on July 5th, but this is the last one of a 2-year cycle. So everything that you're dealing with right now still until July will be let go of, okay, very soon, and we no longer have to come back to it. Finally. Okay, so let's see. Aquarius, July 2020. What can Aquarius expect to happen? July 2020. Let's see. Oh, nice. There is some kind of a burdening situation here. Heavy situation. You know, something that maybe has been on your mind for a while. Some kind of effort that you've been putting into a project, into a situation, into a relationship, and it became so heavy to the point where any second you can drop it. And I feel like you're finally dropping it at the end of July. Okay, it's actually a really good thing here. I like to see your spread. It's nice. We do have Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That suggests fire in you, some kind of strong energy, wanting to get things done, you know, wanting to charge forward, a lot of motivation here. A lot of times actually Queen of Wands does come up for people in your life that are your assistants in a way, legal assistant, you know, or maybe a friend, somebody that can give you really good advice. Queen of Wands is also a fire sign, right? So there could be maybe a person there possibly with a lot of fire in their chart, or maybe somebody very active and, you know, somebody that's always on the go. That could be very significant in your life in July. But regardless, I believe that this energy here only suggests that you're going to receive a boost of energy. So the first card we have is Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a card of celebration. If you are single, single and looking, actually I believe that July is a really good month to get out there, you know, to start meeting new people, to go on dates, to socialize. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, especially now after quarantine. You know, things are kind of getting back to normal. You're able to go out. So with Three of Cups, there is definitely that sociable energy in the beginning of the month, communicating with people, you know, interacting, and maybe even meeting new people. Now, if there is if dating scene is not on your mind right now, if you don't really care for that, or if you are in an established relationship, Three of Cups could indicate some kind of celebration, you know, a reason to celebrate. It's a pretty happy card. It's joyful. You know, everybody in Three of Cups is getting along. So I do believe, even though it is a reason to celebrate, and you could celebrate something at the beginning of the month, maybe around the final eclipse in Cancer, I don't know. But also with Three of Cups, it's like you are gonna get along with others very well in the beginning of the month. It's the energy of you and others being friends, you and others being on the same page, you know, celebrating the same thing almost like. So it could be that maybe something will come to fruition at the very end of June, or already did come to fruition. I'm recording this in June still. So, and it could be that in the beginning of the month, some good news can come. Like I said, a reason to celebrate and so on. Why is Three of Cups here? A lot of focus on the future with Two of Wands and Ace of Cups. I mean Ace of Swords, I'm sorry. And you are breaking through some kind of a stagnant situation here. We do have Five of Cups and Eight of Swords. With Five of Cups, it's being stuck on a certain person, being stuck on a situation, grieving almost over something that you cannot bring back, you know what I mean? And those thoughts, those emotions, those energies, situations are keeping you trapped here. I'm glad to say that it's going to be done in July, or at least you will start seeing some hints of it being of it detaching from you in July, you know what I mean? Of course, nothing really happens overnight, but the energies of stagnation where you're really stuck on something, It's like hard for you to look anywhere else. You are clinging to this unfortunate thing from your past that didn't work out. it is keeping you trapped only in your mental state, only in your head, or maybe your emotional state, you know what I mean? It's not actually keeping you trapped physically or in your life. It's all mental here. So there could be some going back, reevaluation of this particular energy in the beginning of July, and understanding that you cannot sit there, cry over spilled milk anymore, that you have to make plans for the future with Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a futuristic card. It's looking out into the future. It's having a new strategy, having new goals, having new plans, realizing that life is more than what you were clinging to. And it could be in the professional area of life, in romantic area of life, okay? And with Ace of Swords, there is a new beginning on the mental level. It's like a breakthrough almost. And it could be that some news comes around, okay? Maybe about something new, maybe even about something old. You acknowledge the news, you understand the news, you apply this news or this information to your life. I hope it makes sense what I'm trying to say here. It seems like there will be some kind of a wake-up call in the beginning of July that will allow you to detach from this mental imprisonment that you're putting yourself in because of a certain situation that's possibly no longer in your life, but you have, you know, you have some kind of a pessimism around it. It's hard for you to completely let it go out of your mind, out of your heart. It's hard for you to see new horizons because you're so stuck on this. But here you go. There is a breakthrough here, and I'm really, really happy to see that, okay? For some of you with 10 of Pentacles here, it could be a financial breakthrough. It could be possibly that maybe your family or somebody that you look up to could play a really big role in this. You know, for example, maybe it could be news about inheritance. It could be possibly a good, pretty decent amount of money that you could receive. And that's why it's kind of like a reason to celebrate, you know, because you've been needing that money, for example. It could be a support from, not necessarily financial, but it could be support from people that you look up to, people that you've known for a very long time. It's wonderful. The next card we have here is Temperance. So Temperance does not always come up just on its own. Temperance comes up after some kind of a storm that you dealt with. So it could be that maybe in the past, again, since we have a card of grief, crying over spilled milk, and, you know, card of stagnation and kind of being stuck and stubborn, Temperance could be that maybe that situation was definitely taking a toll on you, and it could be years, you know, maybe it could be the past 2 years. It could be a few months, it could be just summer. But when Temperance comes up, that means that it's calm now. There's a rainbow coming up, you know what I mean? It's clear, it's calm, there is nothing to worry about, you can relax now. So that's why I like seeing Temperance, because that means that if you are finding yourself in some kind of a tornado right now, just know that it will be over soon. So why is Temperance here? Let's see. Whew, the Magician, Page of Wands. Well, it seems like, you know, the second part of the spread is so much lighter, so much more positive than the first part of the spread. With all these breakthroughs, it's also you kicking yourself, you know, you pushing yourself to make changes. To be honest with you, yes, with 10 of Pentacles, it could be some people helping you here. There could be some information coming around, but I feel like you will say enough is enough, and you will make a lot of changes on your own. The Magician is the one that's making changes. The Magician is you here. Nobody else can really influence your life but you. Nobody else can change your life but you. And you have to take those steps, and you have to be fearless when you do this. You have to have enthusiasm, you have to have motivation, you have to have some kind of belief in the future. Considering with 2 of Wands here, you're already considering a new future in the beginning of July. So here it's time to take on opportunities that maybe were not available to you, or maybe you were simply not noticing. It's time to make a change. It's time to attract something new in your life. Make a freaking vision board, seriously. Especially with Temperance, once the storm comes down a little bit, you know, if you're going through something crazy right now, once it comes down, once you have maybe less work to do, or maybe you won't feel as much tension as you possibly do now. You know, take a step back, work on yourself, set new goals, maybe make a vision board or something, manifest, because these are the changes that you're going to be making yourself. Nobody is going to necessarily stand over you and guide you what to do. You have to, for sure. And this is why I got, you know, 10 of Wands at the very end of the spread. 10 of Wands is like carrying a heavy burden, right? Up the mountain, having a hard time carrying it, but eventually you will bring it to the top, and eventually you will drop that heavy weight off your shoulders, and things are just going to become easier after that. And 10 is the number of completion, so you guys, you're almost there. And I feel like if you take this month of July to work on yourself, to transform certain things, to let go of certain things, they are not actually affecting you. Okay, they're not actually affecting your life. You're allowing them to affect you because they're stuck in your head, or maybe they're stuck in your heart, but they're not physically making your life worse. Okay, so it's up to you to make those decisions. It's up to you to change your perspective, change your view on your current situation. So with 10 of Wands, there is a good chance that you, or most of you maybe, who it resonates with, will be able to drop really heavy weight off your shoulders. Will finally be able to lift it, will be able to breathe and just stand on the top of the mountain, you know, your personal mountain, and just be happy that you've gone such a long way and here you are, you're at the very top. So why is 10 of Wands here? Why is 10 of Wands here? I don't even want to pull any more cards. For some of you, if it's a relationship that you're getting rid of, you know, a relationship that's no longer serving you, something conflicting, possibly too many arguments, the world at the bottom of the deck. I'm enjoying this. You know, if this is a relationship that was kind of on and off, possibly, or very argumentative, or too much happening there, and you just want something calm and normal and peaceful, you could drop a burden. If a relationship is a burden to you, drop it. If there is maybe a career situation here that's no longer serving you, again, you can drop it. 5 of Wands is here. You know, 5 of Wands is competition as well. So it seems like also you could be winning over some competition here. For example, if you're fighting for a certain position at work. And with 2 of Cups, you could find allies, or you could find people that can really support your work and can really cherish your work and see good in you, you know. And it seems like it's a good, really good month for partnerships here. Also, we've got Knight of Wands, 8 of Wands. It could be that, you know, once you lift that heavy weight off your shoulders, there are only new things to come. There are new ambitions here. There are new ideas, new passionate ideas, excitement. It could be that maybe once that path is cleared, you can see something new down the line, you know, in front of you. You can see something that's more appealing to you, whether it's a new relationship or maybe a new job. Also, what did I want to say here? I had something that I wanted to say based on these combinations, and I totally forgot. Also, you know what? For example, if you are carrying a burden for a very long time because of something in the past, for example, like a relationship in the past, maybe it added a lot of insecurities to you, possibly completely unnecessary. You know what I mean? It's just that sometimes people deal with jerks, you know. So if you really don't, if you feel insecure because of the past, again, there is a really good chance to have a breakthrough, to drop those insecurities, to get rid of those burdens of the past, the ghosts of the past that are haunting you. You're able to enter a very healthy partnership here, but the work is yours. You know what I mean? The Magician came up. So the Magician at the end of the day does not give you a clear answer. It basically just says, if you want to manifest this, take action. You can. You have the opportunities to make it work. If you don't want to manifest this, then it's not going to work, because you're simply not going to, you know, you're not going to do anything about it. And the World at the bottom of the deck, you know, 10 of Wands, the number of completion. The World is a completion card. It's time to start from a clean slate, guys. It really is. because there is something within you that's stopping you, but it's only within you. It's actually not around you. It's your own mind that's blocking you from achieving some good things. So I hope that also this lunar eclipse on July 5th helps you, you know, helps you just kind of sweep the last I don't know, dirt, you know what I mean, and just move forward. So yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.